Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Rees, and welcome back to some more of our StoneBlock Let's Play adventure. Now, some of you may have heard the rumors that recently I was going to do a StoneBlock live stream, and I had every intention of doing so. But then I got pretty sick and could not get up in the morning to stream. I do so very much apologize for that. However, what I have for you today should hopefully raise your spirits, brighten your days, and bring out some sunshine. We're going to be looking at some of my loot from a previous episode. In fact, I got a lot of stuff, and I got a lot of comments. I got some messages on Discord, in the hashtag Minecraft channel. Definitely be sure to check it out, about what some of these things do. But before we get started, also, we're going to have to deal with the loot situation in there. I'll show you what I mean in a second, but some of you will remember that last episode, Lucas Kits got here. Lucky Lou Dog. You know how Lucky Lou Dog can be. We got New Kingdom's Keep Highway. He's been here for like a few days, and already, well, this has happened. Look, I'm not even surprised. You remember how quickly that town got built up, and what was that series even called now? I can't even remember. I still have a bit of a cold, by the way. Sometimes I forget my own name. It's a problem. It's a big problem. But we're talking about Tech Ages. Remember how quick that city got built up? Well, same thing here. First off, remember that area I made for electric sheep and whatnot? Well, welcome to Slayer's Park. Yep, Slayer's Park. I'm assuming it's named after me because I am the Baycock Slayer, of course. We've also got New Kingdom's Keep Highway, I guess is what this is. We got Slayer's Park Bypass, which I guess if you don't want to walk through here, you can just zip around the side, and it works. Certainly gets you over here. But look what they've done. Oh, also, we've got some new people here. We got Blood Elf, we got Green, we got Haley. Are you looking very festive again? Just getting things ready for Christmas. Very respectable. Very respectful. I love that you got the lights in the bushes, and you got the I guess candy cane decorations. That's great. Christmas is right around the corner, after all. Blood Elf. Where is the sea? How am I supposed to live like this? Blood Elf. Mate, if you want to, you could go check out Sky Factory. It's where me and Jenna are. You might like that a bit better. You could sail around in the sky, maybe. I don't know, just an idea. Hey, and it's green. Previously, well, I guess still technically, Juan Flores, who is now, I guess, a Green Lantern. How are you doing? You have quite the green thumb. Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you. That wasn't funny. Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. It wasn't funny. You're a superhero now, though. Yes, it's a long story. Okay. Maybe we can go into it another time. I like your little nook, though. I like everybody's just building themselves little nooks to live in underground and trying to make it as best as they can without, well, the wide open spaces of Tech Ages. Lucky Lou, what is going on? Work on the New Kingdom's Keep has started, but we have trouble. Oh, well, that's not good. Is it the electric sheep? Because I think androids dream of them. Some of our other patrons have gone missing during their journey here. What? What are we going to do? I have to rescue them, Rees. I'll have to rescue them. Okay. Well, where are they? I'm not sure, but I think some may be in a mining dimension. Oh, do you reckon they're in Aurora or what is it called? Aroma. That's a weird name. Maybe it's Stinky. I'm not sure. We'll have to go there. I got a message from someone saying we need an absurd amount of blocks, but I think we're probably good. We might be approaching 1% now on our block storage, which would be great. We need to go find out and check for sure, though, but eventually the end goal of the series, I think, is to completely fill up this infinite storage thing up here. What is it called? The quantum storage unit? Oh, we've got more than enough. We could build like several of these. No problem. But also, we're not even 1% of the way there, so maybe we should make 50 of these, possibly 2,000. I don't know however many it takes, because that's when we end the series, is when this thing gets all the way full. Why do I say things like that? Why do I make such sweeping declarations? That's a lot to live up to. Before we get started today, well, I mean, I guess we're technically started. We're a couple minutes deep into this episode. Let me show you one of the issues. Okay, it was just a portal. I turned very quickly, and I saw that, and I was like, oh no, Enderman dust. But it's not, it's just the nether portal. It'd be like that. Check this out. We've got even more loot bags, and we're going to have to deal with that today. This episode's all about dealing with loot. including some of the items we got last episode that I got out of loot bags and I just didn't even give a second thought to. First off, Ender Tether. Had to look this one up. This one's really cool. It will prevent Endermen from teleporting within a certain range, which is perfect for this because that's our problem here. Endermen keep teleporting out of here when they start to take damage. Ender Tether, it looks different when you place it down. Also, does not create light. No, I guess that works kind of. Can we just put that torch down here maybe? There we go. It works. So that'll prevent the Endermen from tethering or teleporting out of here. And then they will get killed by my spikes. I wonder if you can get one of those in Sky Factory, because that's a really useful thing to have. I think that's what's going on in Sky Factory. It's the reason we're never getting any Endermen inside of our monster grinder. It's because they're always teleporting out. Next up, we've got a capturing wand. Left click on a creature to capture it, right click on a block to respawn the creature. Pretty straightforward. I'm going to guess that all of these need to be charged up with power. Can you do that inside of these machines? How do you charge them? It doesn't look like you can charge them inside of just a generator. Maybe we'll have to build some sort of specific charging device. Let's see. Charger. Charger brings up some options. An enhanced wired charger. A wired charger. A simple wired charger. Ooh, I like that. I like the word simple. That's a good one. The wireless charger's cool, though. We had one of these. Yeah, charges items in nearby player's inventory. Has a small range, can be painted and hidden. Yeah, so we had one of these, I think, in Sky Factory 2.5 it might have been, and that was really nifty. And it's not too hard to build. I mean, electrical steel isn't that complicated, if I'm not mistaken. I think you just combine coal, silicon, and iron, so we could get that pretty quick. We should probably start with just the basic one, though. Yeah, we can build one of those with relative ease. I don't know what this is. Grains of Infinity? Is that a necessity, or will it swap out with other items? We do need Grains of Infinity? And that comes from what? Compressed gravel in a diamond, or also just regular or compressed gravel. Okay, I see. I see now. Do we have any grain? Oh, we have quite a few Grains of Infinity, so it's not even a problem. But are there other charging options? What if we looked up like charging? Cha-ching, cha-ching. Wireless charging antenna for Ender IO. What's that do? Charge items in nearby players' inventories? Does that just expand the range or something? I bet you that's what it does. Oh, well, there's the wireless charging antenna, and then an extension. Or enhanced, and then extension doubles the range of the enhanced. Oh, gosh. That's complicated. Here's an applied energistics charger, but that's probably for things from applied energistics. I don't know if it works with anything else. I should probably look into this. Or we could just jump right in and have no idea what we're doing and give it our best shot, because most of these items are going to need to have a charge in order for us to take a look at them. Two that won't, though, is the Tier 1 Chance Pendant and the Tier 3 Chance Pendant, which increases the chance of chance cubes by plus 50. So I think that makes them more positive. We can't seem... Oh, well, no, we can't seem to actually wear it. I guess it just has to be in our inventory. Can I have both of them? I don't know if both of them would be beneficial. Oh, and also I'm wearing slime boots now. We're not really at risk from falling from a height at all, but they're fun to jump around in, and we got them inside of a loot bag earlier. So there you go. Okay, I guess in order to get started, we're going to need power. We have a beautiful selection of generators here to choose from, but the one that we're going to build today is one that we have built in the past, so I'm not going to waste time with it. I'm just going to go ahead and build another magmatic generator, which is powered straight up with lava, and we built one last time, so let's just, like, snap our fingers and have it. By which, of course, I mean let me legitimately craft it. I'm not just going to spawn it in or anything. I'm no cheater. I'm a legit Minecraft player. We got a magmatic generator. I'm still a little bit sick. I don't know if you can tell. There we go. We'll put the magmatic generator there. It'll automatically start filling up with lava, which is what we want to see. It'll automatically start generating power, which is also what we want to see. And now we just need a way to get power from here to the charger we haven't built yet. I think the easiest thing to do is just build the charger, stick it next to this thing, and bada bing, bada boom, we'll be ready to zoom. Let's go with the basic one. Oh, Shrek, but you know what? In order to build it, first off, we've got to get a way to build one of these things. It looks like you can, well, if you can somehow get molten electric steel. Most likely we're going to have a source of it. We can't combine them in there. So that, look, what I'm getting at here is that in order to build this, we're going to first need to build ourselves an alloy smelter, which isn't that big of a deal. We built one of those not that long ago in Sky Factory. Well, they've got an enhanced one, too. What's up with these enhanced versions? They got a stack on top of them. I don't know what the stack does. I'm not seeing any differences between the two, other than just a difference in material. Do you have dark steel, or do you got some in steel and vibrant? I don't have vibrant. I don't even know what a dark. What is this stuff? How do you get these things? I don't know. Oh, I see. You have to start with the simple one first, right? All right. So this recipe is really pretty straightforward. We're just going to need to get some furnaces, 2 of those actually, and I've got those ready to roll. I was gonna say ready to go, but yeah, I don't know why I didn't. 2 stone gears. That's easy. That's just cobblestone and sticks. And then the simple machine chassis is going to be iron bars. Did I say chassis? Oh, that's what it is, yeah. And a grain of infinity. Cool. So we got that, and then put them all together, and what have you got? You got a bippity boppity woohoo. Again, I'm pretty confident that we can just place this thing right here. Well, that was a lot of explosions. I don't know what just happened. What is up with these faces? Why are there faces? Do you see the faces over here? I think we're probably fine. Look, it's full of power. It's got some leakage, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. We're good. Everything's good. Everything is fine. Show some recipes. That's what we want right there. We want to get iron. We want to get a bit of pulverized coal. We want to get some silicon. Pulverized coal? Well, for that, we're also going to need to get something to crush the coal. And I think for that, we can do... Oh, we can build a macerator? I didn't realize we could build a macerator. We could build a quartz grindstone. Or we could just build a sag mill. And a sag mill would probably be more useful. Do they have just a regular basic sag mill, though? They do. And it's kind of a very similar recipe. You know what? One of the things that I was really proud of myself for doing was memorizing the recipe for a piston, which is not all that impressive. But, you know, for the longest time, I just could never remember how to build them. And then in one of these series, I can't remember which one, but in one of them, I was like, you know what? We're going to need to build a lot of these. And then I memorized it. I don't remember what series it was for, though. It must have had Buildcraft in it, though, because they use a lot of pistons in Buildcraft, and I can only assume that that would be an explanation. More stone gears. Built a couple more of those. And then we should have our simple sag mill. Should we be prepared for another round of explosions when I put this thing down? Yep, that's exactly what we should be prepared for. We've made the advance since Okay, it's getting power. We're good. In that case, let's get a piece of coal, and we'll put it through. We'll get 30 of them, because, wait a minute, what is that? Oh, that's crushed black quartz. All right, we'll come back to that. Let's just put a single piece of coal in there. So is this supposed to be slower or more inefficient? Is there a reason you'd build one of these instead of one of these? Aside from the fact that you have to have one of these to build one of these? Probably not. I don't know. It worked. We got our pulverized coal. Gets us one step closer. So let's see. We're going to need some silicon, which I've got a bit of. And we're going to need exactly... Ooh, wrong recipe. 4 of these electrical steel ingots in order to build this contraption. So while that's cooking up, we got, 4 pulverized coal. And then we'll put that in here with our silicon and our ingots. And there we go. And it was 1-to-1, correct? Let's check that recipe. Yeah, 1 of each to create a single electrical steel. That is functioning exactly the way I would have thought it would. It's going to give us the item it's supposed to give us, I hope. I certainly hope. I've never seen these basic machines before. This is a little bit different than what I'm used to. So, we're kind of going in blind. But that's exciting, if anything. 2, 3, 4 cobblestone. Put that back in there. And then we're going to need another one of these. So, some more grains of infinity and a bit more iron. I put a lot of stuff away because the inventory was getting a bit cluttered. But now I see that I'm going to need those items back. And this should be done now. So we've got our electrical steel. This is kind of exciting. This is something that I haven't built in a long time. I haven't used devices like this, things that require electricity in a mod pack in a while. So this will be fun because, the last mod packs we've played, well, I mean, you know what I mean by electricity. I mean something that requires a charger for an item. I'm not talking about powering machines because I do that in just about, every series. But a handheld device that you charge and you use to do cool stuff. Look, I'm sick. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, boom, there we go. We got another explosions. Hot diggity. Where is my... it's not pumping lava into them. I understand that, but I still don't like that it's making this connection. Let's put it into that. Well, that one needs to be connected. This one does not. So it's going to charge up, and I guess we just put the items in there. So what do we want to start with? Let's start with the capturing wand. And we don't need it fully charged, by the way. I think we can take it out at any time. I don't know how much power it consumes to get a creature, but my gosh, it holds a lot of power. And if we want to wait on it to fully charge, we're going to be here for a very long time. Maybe let's go ahead and grab it right around there at the 10,000 mark. We got an acceleration wand. I think we'll throw that one in there last. This one, let's get the teleportation wand in there next. And then we're going to go test this thing by moving sheep around. Check it. All right. Should be able to right-click. Yeah. Oh, no, it worked. Left-click. We've got a sheep in here now. Does it tell us? It doesn't seem to tell us anywhere. Oh, yeah, look at that. Captured mob, entity, energetic sheep. And then what, just put it back down? Yep, that's pretty cool. How much power did that consume? Not as much as you would think. I guess 1,000 per capture and release. So we're sitting right now at 8,170. We now have 6,170. So it did consume 2,000. But does it consume any more to place it down? It does not. Okay, good. So you can't worry. You'll never have a situation where you'll have an animal stuck inside the wand, even if you run all the power down. It looks like you can still get it back out. That's handy. That could be useful for stuff. If we want to bring mobs from other dimensions here, or capture a wither for some reason. I can't think of any in particular. Next up, we've got our teleportation wand, and we're going to put the dimensional displacement wand in there next. I think, didn't I get another one? I thought there was another one. There might be one right in front of me here that I'm not seeing. Ooh, a portal charm. I didn't realize I got that either. I have one of these in Sky Factory, and it's really cool. Let's take that out. Can I put this in there? Can I not wear it anywhere? Seriously? Oh, yeah, right there. Okay, good. Portal charm just lets you go through the portal without the loading. You know how you walk in there and you have to wait for it to... before it actually starts the teleportation? This just skips that. And we've got a teleportation wand. You know what? We could just go test that in the nether, and then I can demonstrate what the nether charm does in the nether, because that could be fun. Let's go. Boom. See, just instantaneous teleportation. Well, you have to wait for the nether to load, obviously, and if you get placed in the nether, so it's not super instantaneous, but also it's always raining here. Always. I'm going to have to see if I remember how to use this thing. Yep, you just point and right-click, and it's really handy that we have these slime boots so we don't take any fall damage. Useful. This thing is so cool, though. You see, I can just zip around. You can create these teleportation pads that you can put down on the floor, and when you point at them using the teleportation wand, it'll automatically teleport you to that pad. Used that a lot in my first Sky Factory series, which was really neat. And we might build some more of those, because they're really handy to have around. You can just zip around the base a lot faster. I don't have to open doors anymore. Oh, well, hold on. Yeah, I can just, like... I love that one. So if you're standing in front of an object like a door, obviously if you right click, it'll open the door. What you want to do is shift click and you'll go through. You might want to be weary of walls, though. You could run into some issues there. Next up, the displacement wand is good. This is the one I'm excited about. This is the one that I believe Germ Silver told me about, the acceleration wand. For right now, though, let's take a look at the displacement wand. Right click to push blocks forward. Sneak click to pull away. The mod key is equal to switch modes. I don't know what that means, but I'm thinking the way that this thing works. Let's try it with obsidian, because that would be the most useful one to have work. Let's put it somewhere out of the way in case it doesn't work the way I think it works. Maybe right here. So if we right-click, it should push it forward. And if we shift right-click, it'll pull it back. I don't know what those little... Oh, so we could move like a bunch of... We could move like the whole wall here. Oh, gosh. Oh my gosh! Did you see that? Oh! That is so awesome! Okay, equals. What does the modes do? 5x5 mode. Oh. 7x7 single mode. Probably what we want to keep it on. And what was the starter mode? 3x3. Right. This is so cool. No longer will you misclick with your obsidian. I mean, obviously, it's possible that you'll still place it down in the wrong spot and want to remove it. This doesn't help you with that, but, you know, if you just want to hide it, like, let's say I put it down here by mistake, and now I got to get rid of it so, you know, someone doesn't see it and think I'm just an idiot. Look at that. It's supposed to be there. Perfect. I can pull it back. Let's say we want to make it completely invisible. Look at this. Dig that block out, And we'll just push it right on in there. I'm going to forget... Dang it, wrong wand. I'm going to forget that I did that. I'm going to be digging around and just find that someday. Next up, we have the acceleration wand, which accelerates things, obviously. Right-click on a block to speed up ticks. Mod key equals to change. Okay, well, first off, let's see what the equals does. It's faster mode, fastest mode, fast mode. Okay. So we can speed up blocks a little bit. I wonder if it works with the bonsai trees. So let's see. This is the average growth rate of a bonsai tree. It's like 1 Mississippi. Oh, okay, it's going much faster than that. I can't tell if this is making it any faster. Let's equal it up to the fastest mode. Did it say to right-click? What did it say to do? Let's see. Right-click on a block to speed up ticks. Yeah, this doesn't look like it's going any faster when I'm doing this. Maybe we could do it with a plant? Oh, okay. So that's the... Look up there at the top. Look up there at the top, and right next to where it says Minecraft reads at 9. Look at that speed now, baby. Oh, so we can use electricity to manipulate time now and grow plants at a rapid pace. Look at this. Oh, that is cool. Check this out, though. Look at... Oh, dadgummit. I ran out of energy. But look at... Oh, we could just farm obscene amounts of XP right now. Hold on. Let's get this thing charging up again. Also, don't think that I forgot about going to the Amora, the stinky mining dimension. I haven't. I know that that's something we need to do. But I'm just having fun right now. Don't take a boy's fun away from him. Look at this. I was expecting to see more Ender Pearls since the Enderman can't teleport out. Oh, well, there's 4 of them. That's not bad. While we wait on this thing to charge up, I had an idea. Let's go ahead and look at our loot items that we can work with here. So we've got the bag opener, the loot recycler, and the bag storage. Lucky Ludog / Lucas Kits had the recommendation to put one of the hopping bonsais on top of the loot recycler and have just it generate a whole bunch of loot using the, I think, well, what does it do? I think it creates loot bags just using tree objects, which is a pretty good idea. But I think our monster spawner is doing a really good job by itself. We need to get a bag opener. That's something we need to get. So for that, we're going to need stone. It says chiseled stone. I don't know if it has to be chiseled stone. If it does, we can manage that. A chest and some iron. Do we have any vanilla chests? The answer to that question is maybe. I don't see them. They wouldn't be in a furnace. Maybe we don't. Maybe we've actually finally burnt through all of them. And if that's the case, that's fine. We'll just make a few more. Like, 5 more. And then as far as stone goes, we've got quite a bit of stone. I didn't realize how much stone we had. I was going to say I'm just going to cook up some more. But goodness gracious, we already have a bit of stone. I am going to cook up some more, though, because we might need some more later. Chest, iron, and then we're going to try with stone bricks. No, not working with stone bricks. Maybe we'll try with regular stone. Hey, there you go. It doesn't have to be chiseled. I don't know why I had stone bricks, but I thought it was, well, I turned stone into stone bricks thinking it would make chiseled stone because I don't know what I was thinking, if I'm honest with you. We're going to need a way to get the items out of there and into the bag opener. And for that, we're going to need to get ourselves some item transfer. We've got some different options, of course. If we look at conduits, conduits is an option. We could make a batch of item conduits, but I think that we probably have around here somewhere exactly what we need to get started. Transfer node, and then we should have transfer pipes. Yeah, this'll work. I don't know about all these chests, though. We might make another storage crate. Let's go get this thing set up first. Alright, so first things first, we're going to have to break that block, which immediately opens the area up to light. So I'll have to do something about that. Then we'll hook this up, and we'll see what happens. See if it automatically starts pulling items out. We need loot bags is what we need. And what it's gotten is arrows. Arrows is not what we need. We're going to need to make a filter. You know what? I'm going to have to do some surgery here to get this set up the way that I want it. So first off, let's go ahead and start breaking some things. We're gonna break things. You got to break some things to make some things. You know what I'm saying? Got to turn off these fans too. So first off, okay, good. The spikes will stay in place even with those blocks broken. That means that we can move this down below. Okay, so have that come out there, and then that'll go to here. And that'll allow us to put our slab back, and hopefully we can restore complete darkness to this thing now. in an ideal world. Get some of our building materials back out of here. And we'll see what happens. Yep, there we go. Does not change the fact that we still need to find ourselves an item filter. I'm thinking we might have one. It's possible that one of the loot bags we've opened in the past might have had... I mean, we've had so many different things in those loot bags when you look at it. We've had things like capacitors, which will speed up. Oh, maybe that's why you build the better version of the machines, because these can't take capacitors. Okay. We've also gotten some... I mean, this is even from the correct mod, the speed upgrades. But I don't see filters. We'll have to build our own filter. It's going to need some sticks, some string, some redstone, and unfortunately, we have one redstone left. That's all we've got. Okay, we got 4! How about that? That's what we were hoping for. 4. We were hoping for... I'll stop now. And that gets us a filter, which is what we needed to program the thing to filter out just loot bags. One of the functions I wanted to check on here was whether or not we could still... Yeah, it's taking out the ability to compress the loot bags. Well, hold on, that's not a feature of the bag opener. That's a feature of the... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a second. Hold on just a minute. Should we have built maybe the loot bag storage first? This block is capable of storing most loot bags and converts between configured types. Will save its contents when broken. Let's build one of these. The reason we're doing this is because earlier... maybe an episode or so ago, some of you will recall that I did try to combine multiple loot bags to build a bigger one, and it did nothing. It just didn't work. It was like the function was disabled. And I theorized that maybe we could do it with the bag storage, but I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to stay one way or the other, but the ability is there. We'll give it a shot, I suppose. Let's take it over there and we'll hook it all up. Here's the new system. So, coming out of here, first off, we need to teach it the loot bag. So we want common, we want uncommon, we want rare, and we want legendary. I think that's the main types, I believe. If there's some other ones, we'll have to get them out. Then we got to open up our filter. We got to select the bags. I guess we'll go in order. Left click. This took me a while to figure out, but it is left click to place them in there. And we're going to say that this is a whitelist. Match meta, match NTB. I think maybe ignore those things. Just so long as you get a loot bag. Are the loot bags all the same, but with a different number? Oh, it doesn't tell me what the numbers are. Well, dadgummit. That's fine. So now we left click on here. We'll put the filter in, and we will take out the arrows. It'll automatically fill up with the bags. That's what I want to see. Now it's just a matter of replacing the floor and putting down our loot bag storage. Click. And it should start filling up with bags. There we go, 2. It's got 2 bags. Epic loot bag. No, okay, yeah, it is pulling them all out. Oh, I see. And it just takes the bigger ones. So let's say you have an uncommon loot bag. And I guess if you put that in there, it'll convert to 4 of them. Yes, whereas 1, that'll convert to more. That'll convert to way more. All right. Gotta dig my way back up in here now so I can actually right-click and install these speed upgrades. Now, they might not be necessary, and we might take them out to do something different with them in the future. I need more chiseled cobblestone now. I made a mistake and put them all under... Well, it doesn't matter. We'll deal with the hole in the floor later. But we can cycle them up and say, hey, only make legendary bags. And then what happens if I put the bag opener next to it? Will it automatically transfer its inventory? It won't. That's okay. We know how to do that. Item transfer node. Item transfer node. I don't know why there's a song. There doesn't need to be a song. Not everything needs to have a song accompanied with it. So it's opening the legendary loot bags now. As you can tell, legendary loot bag pops in. We get some growth crystal tier 3. That's really handy. And some draconium ingots, which is also very handy. And yeah, there you go. We're all out now. That's it. We're done. That's all the loot we get. Unless we set it to maybe a lower one. So let's say we just go to this one. It'll create a few of those. And look at that. It'll open up. It'll give us some various garbage that we don't need. I'm going to say, no. Stay at your highest tier. Now we need to take all of these items out and put them someplace else. That clears up this chest, though, to hold just regular old monster stuff. Once we get a better storage system up in place, all of this will be a lot easier. Okay, let's get things up and running again. Someone told me I only needed 1 switch, and that may be true. We might only need 1 of these. To activate all 3 fans? No, that top fan isn't spinning. I can't see the bottom one. There's different ways of hooking this up, though, that would only require the one switch, but that's to deal with later. Okay, we're going to finish things up by putting down our small storage crate and putting down our transfer nodes. There we go. That automatically start pulling into portal frame could be useful. I think there's probably other ways to go to the end, but they'll start pulling all of these items out, and then as monsters die, they'll eventually get like 256 loot bags, legendary loot bag, contents. And the reason we're setting it so high is because, well, you saw what happened when we went to a lower tier. Pig iron's not bad. Pig iron could be useful. I don't know, Inferium apples, acceleration wands, these are useful things, but still. And all in all, I think that that's it for today. That was a very productive episode. We got a lot done. We visited the patrons. We found out, oh yeah, I need to go to the stinky miney dimension. We're going to do that. We're going to do that in maybe the next episode or so. And then we've also got this all set up now, and we've got some really cool new loot. You know what I'm going to do? Gonna get that acceleration wand. We're going to make sure that it is on fastest mode. And then I'm going to do this. Just look at that. Look at the amount of look at the amount of XP we're getting right now. We have over a stack. We have over a stack of XP. Should we check? We have a stack and a half nearly. This is amazing. Now what are we going to do with all this XP? I've got no idea. But it was definitely worth the time investment, was it not? I think it was. Alrighty, folks, if you have any recommendations for a future episode, do comment down below and let me know. I'd be very interested in hearing them. I know I've got some great suggestions on ways to beef up and improve the monster spawner in there. I'm going to be looking into those in a future episode, going to the the stinky money dimension. And that's going to be a good time. And then finally, we're going to get into @refined storage, because it turns out if you just put an @ there, oh boy, refined storage is in the pack. Thank you folks for watching. Until next time, God bless you, and I'll see you later. Bye!